They'd already cast somebody else in that role. I didn't know that, and they took me into the casting agent and stuck me in front of a camera, and it was what was, in my mind, a bit of a silly scene of leaning on a fence talking about, I can't even remember, it was a bit silly. I thought it was a children's movie, and I didn't mind it that it was a children's movie, but I just wanted to establish that that's what it was that we were talking about. And so that was on the first day, and that I offended Gillian. And it was kind of downhill from there.
You were so young. You were.
No, I was 23. It's not that young, actually. Not as young as they thought I was.
It seems young. I mean, you're the centre of that movie. You're the centrepiece.
Yes. Well, that was my first experience in the sometimes rather uncomfortable reality of film work as opposed to theatre work, where you get treated as your character by anybody associated with the film. Going across to the caterer, you get treated like your character. And I thought, well, this is very odd. They don't actually think I'm 15 and I come from Hay, do they? But they seemed to think I did. And, you know, it was an experience that I was really not in control of. They kind of got me, deposited me into their makeup chair and put costumes on me and did what they wanted to me, and then shoved me in front of the camera. And it was unfortunate for them, I guess, that I was probably the worst one they could have chosen for that kind of treatment. I just didn't respond well to that.
But it's generally felt you were wonderful in that movie. I mean, for a young person, you conveyed so much that you went on to refine later. Do you not see it like that?
Well, it's just not a film that I like. I mean, I think Gillian did a very good job directing it, but it's... And I could never really understand the fuss about it. I think it just came out at the right time. It was lucky, you know. It was making a rather simplistic statement about feminism or something that I found simplistic. But I hadn't actually joined the workforce at that point, so I wasn't... It wasn't an issue, it wasn't a dilemma that seemed real to me. You know, family or job, man or job. I thought, what? Wasn't she just, you know...
Go off to Scotland with her manuscript.
Do what she wants to do with him, and I didn't understand I suppose I just didn't understand the depth of the problem that was being discussed.